At 10 minutes to the final whistle, a 37-year-old goalkeeper from a second division club in Miami had just made his 14th save of the night. His name is Eloy Room. His country is Curacao, and 158,000 people were holding their breath. Curacao is the smallest nation ever to qualify for a World Cup. An island in the Caribbean with fewer people than a mid-sized English town. No big football budget. No famous players. Just a goalkeeper who believed it could happen. Because Eloy Room was one of the men who built this team. 4 years ago, he started calling Dutch-born players with Curaçaoan roots. "Come with us," he told them. "We can qualify." They almost didn't believe him. Jurgen Locadia did. Room had spent a decade in the Eredivisie. He had won 2 MLS Cups with Columbus Crew. But by late 2025, he was sitting on the bench at Cercle Bruges in Belgium, a reserve at 36. So, he made a choice that surprised everyone. He crossed the Atlantic and signed for Miami FC. A second division American club, he was the first USL Championship player ever to appear at a World Cup. He chose that step down because he needed games. Because the World Cup was 6 months away and he refused to arrive cold. Then came Germany. 7-1. Their biggest group stage defeat since records began. The whole world wrote them off. 3 days later, they faced Ecuador. Ecuador had already beaten Germany. They had pace, they had power, they had everything. Curacao barely had possession. What they had was room. Minute after minute, shot after shot. He tipped one wide. He punched one over the bar. He threw himself across the goal mouth and stopped a certain goal with his right hand. The goalkeeper coach stopped counting saves somewhere around 12. With the Dutch king and queen watching from the stands, Room made his 16th save in the final minutes. 16 saves in 90 minutes. That ties Tim Howard's record from the United States versus Belgium in 2014, the highest single-match total in World Cup history since records began in 1966. The match ended 0-0, Curaçao's first ever World Cup point. In the dressing room, they danced with the king. At kickoff, Eloy Room had 100,000 followers on Instagram. By the next morning, he had 900,000. He is 37 years old, playing for a team most people could not find on a map, in a country of 158,000 people who went absolutely silent when Ecuador pulled back a corner, and absolutely wild when Room stopped it. He didn't just save shots, he saved the dream he had spent 4 years building, and he still hasn't conceded.